Welcome back to another Magpie Talkback Radio where you call in, leave your thoughts on the game, and we just talk about it, we chat about it. Someone said it was a lovely family community, and that's what this is all about, nice and personal. I do apologise that it's taken me a couple of days to get this done. Being in Hobart all day on Saturday was absolutely wild, and then Sunday was to recover. But we are here now. We are starting off with Anonymous. We always love starting off with an anonymous caller.
Oh my gosh. We literally smashed the Hawks. Like, I thought that compared to last year's game, we pretty much did what Hawthorn did to us. And that's what we need to do going forward,
Yep.
especially against the top teams, which we have been doing. But tonight, it was pretty much ruthless Collingwood football to a T.
I love that. Ruthless Collingwood football to a T. That says it all. That really, really says it all. I wish you had left your name because that was a nice little tagline right there. Almost forgot my trusty microphone. So up next we have Ben. Ben, what is good, my friend?
Swoop, mate. At the start of the year, I put $100 on a two-leg multi.
Oh,
Nick Dacos for the Brownlow medal
oh,
and Collingwood for the flag.
ooh.
Tonight, after that performance, it was the first time I went into the pending bets, scrolled to the bottom, and I had a look at that bet and I thought, this actually might come through.
Mate.
That's how good that performance was.
Yes.
The lid is officially off and we seriously can start getting excited about that flag.
Ben, you can't wipe the smile off my face, mate. I absolutely love it. What were the Pies paying right at the start? I know they're $3.50. I'm not really that much of a gambling man. Gamble responsibly if you do, please, for the love of God. I know they're $3.50 at the moment. I reckon they would have been close to $11, $12 maybe at the start of the year. But can we start thinking about the flag? I don't even think I was thinking about the flag in 2023 when we were 11 and 1. So I feel like we're in a better position now, even though we're a game different to 2023. I feel like we're in a better position now than we were 2 years ago. All right, now it's my boy James Hugh the hyphen Tanner.
Hey, what up, Swoop? Remember this from last year?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Yeah, we didn't see too much of that tonight, did we? Oh, yo, it's your man. It's the hyphen. Thank you for bestowing that nickname upon me. I've had one person refer to me as that thus far, and I know I can never compare to the real hyphen, but hey, what better place to have that kind of nickname placed on you than the greatest community of Pie supporters led by yourself, my brother.
Thank you, mate.
Where do we start? I'm still way too hyped because I had this game circled on the calendar for obvious reasons. The bogey team for us.
Yep.
They did do a number on us last year, so it was this one. There's a lot in this one. No Dwayne Russell on commentary, man. I'll take that. That's a big W. But yeah, oh man, if we can get the job done next week against Melbourne at Big Freeze, I'll just feel like, it's a bit early, but how do you say the lid is off without saying the lid is
I
off
know, bro.
type
I know.
thing? So I'm containing myself for now, but if we win next week, I am going crazy. Woo! Shout out to the Army, man. Flag Pies side by side. Pies Army, we up. Whoa! Love, Swoop.
Mate, hyphen, thank you so much for calling in. Gave me a good laugh. Your hate for Dwayne Russell fuels me. And when someone said, and I'm sorry, I keep referring you to someone, I forgot the name in the comments that said that this was like a family, like a community. It just really does feel like it. And yeah, you and Will Hoskin Elliott, both hyphens, both good dudes, and give me some more Kendrick. I absolutely love Kendrick. But you're right, man. How do you say the lid is off without saying the lid is off? I think we just need to come out and absolutely just bury the demons into one of their seven circles of hell, mate. I can also, because I can see some stuff here. You're in one of your information boxes. You got music in your name. Are you a musician, dude? Because I don't know. If something happens in September, I think we might need some sort of remix. Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. Right? All right. Next one. Talking about community. Pasindu.
Hi Soup, how are we?
Good mate.
51 points.
Huge.
What a game.
Yep.
Like, I swear, every single thing I saw on Instagram or online, Hawthorn had a recent record against us, but recent record doesn't really matter. Whoever plays the best on the day
Exactly.
matters. Well, we clearly were the better side. We were so efficient inside 50, and our goal kicking was good when it counted.
Yes, exactly right, mate.
I feel like we had a good game, honestly. A lot of people contributed, and finally, Nick Dacos contested mark, which is great.
Yeah.
On to King's birthday next week. Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Go the Pies.
That's it. Nah, Pasindu, you're exactly right. We're just so efficient going inside 50 at the moment. We might lose we might lose clearances and stuff like that. Sometimes we drop the inside 50 count as well. But we are just so efficient. And of course, when you've got Jamie Elliott kicking 5, Myercheck kicking 4, no one can sort of go with you. It's such a makeshift forward line. And then, soon we'll be adding Dan McStay to that forward line. Oh, ay, ay, ay. It is wild. It is going to be absolutely wild. Thank you for calling in, mate. EB, what's good?
Oh my gosh, our pressure is actually too good.
Yes.
Ned Long, absolutely amazing.
Oh boy.
Dacos brothers. Sidey, too good. Jamie Elliott for the Coleman medal, guys. And hopefully speedy recovery for Schultz
Yes.
and Lipper.
Yeah, hey, that's a EB. That's a really good shout out. For Schultz and Lipper. Hopefully they recover quickly. I think they'll be back for the St Kilda game at Marvel. That's what they're hoping. So you got to remember that we play one game in 22 days. So there's going to be a very, very big rest and gives these tired boys and tired bodies a huge rest, which we absolutely love. All right, so now it's my boy, Mr. Bowser Man himself, Nathan.
Swoop, hey mate.
Hey, bud.
No point asking you how you're going because it's pretty obvious after that win. I was just waiting for them to come back and, give us actually some kind of a challenge. But
Yep.
yeah, I think North probably did better at challenging us than they did. Honestly, they were pretty boring, and our third quarter though, fuck, it was unbelievable. Honestly, they couldn't have organised a bloody root in a brothel. They were shocking, I reckon. Absolutely shocking. But it was amazing to get that win. Every player did so well. There's not one person I could pick that I could say that didn't really perform.
Yes.
I reckon everyone did their job and they did it well.
Yep.
Elliot, fuck Jesus, equal Coleman right now, far out. It's massive. I can't remember the last time in 10 years we've had someone in the top 3, probably 5 even, running for Coleman. But it's a massive achievement for him and for the club as well. So let's hope he can keep reeling him in and give all the other guys a bit of a scare. So, looking forward to next week and bring it on. Go Pies.
Mate, thank you for calling in. You do make a couple of good points there. I was kind of expecting them to, after halftime, just sort of hit us that little bit harder, but it never came. We really had them on the ropes, or they were on the ropes, and we just kept on just smashing them. And that call out of no one really playing poorly in the Collingwood side, you're 100% right. I said the same thing in my review of the game. There was not one person that dropped their head and didn't have a good game. Everyone played their role to an absolute T, and that's what we like to see. All right, we've got Harry on the line next.
Swoopy, whoopy, looky, wookie. Fucking unreal of a game. Even I'm like, unfortunately, couldn't go home. I couldn't go and watch it. Stuck at home.
Yep.
Which was quite shit, but fucking unreal by everyone. Obviously, Lever and Schultz can't really do much about that, but
yeah,
just unreal. Elliott's in form, best he's ever been. Nick's just Nick. Ned is Ned. Backline fucking unreal. Forward unreal. Midfield unreal. Just unreal from everyone. And just give shit to Hawthorn too. Yeah, cool. Guinea kicked 3 goals, but I reckon you need to check his pants every time he got the ball. Because that first 2 touches he had, shit in them. Literal shit. Watson shit. Oh, the whole Hawthorn shit.
I love it.
It's just unreal. I love the club.
I love it.
We're on top. Couldn't get any better. On the King's birthday, then the bye.
That's it. That's it.
Swoopy.
Love you, mate. Love you, Harry. Thank you for calling in. Sorry that you couldn't make it. But I think you summed it up when you said unreal. We are playing unreal football at the moment, and I need to see this continue. I don't think, there'll be I reckon there'll be a couple of games where we sort of lower it a little bit, I'm sort of feeling, because you don't want to go 110% every single week. But at the moment, we are playing unreal football. We are getting the job done. Nearly 100-point win combined in the last 2 weeks has been absolutely phenomenal. And bring on the demons. We've got the wood over them at the moment, and bring it on. They if the Hawthorn were against the ropes, I don't know, the D's are in the ropes, if you know what I mean. All right, Avocado.
Hey, Swoopy. First of all, hope you're doing well, man.
Thank you, brother. Doing really good.
Yeah, very big game going into it against the Hawks, and yeah, I'm just super proud of the boys, as I have been every week.
Yeah.
And yeah, just blown away. 51 points.
It's huge.
That's something, especially. I've been saying we needed to get revenge eventually against Hawthorn for the last few years, them just randomly smashing us out of the blue.
Oof, that was bad.
We definitely taught Guinea a lesson. But yeah, super proud of the boys.
Me too, mate.
Something I'm really excited for next week is seeing Peter Dacos going down the slide.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah. Yeah, go Pies.
That's it, man. You summed it up. You summed it up really well. Like I'm very excited to see Peter Dacos go down the side. I wonder what he's going to wear. Maybe he'll do his. He either wears the 35, like one of his old jumpers, or he'll wear maybe the when he was in the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, like he's that sort of gear. Yeah, but it was good to smash Hawthorn finally. Just one of those teams, right? That they just keep beating us no matter what sort of happens. Last year was, I was going to say an anomaly, but Hawthorn was starting to play okay football. Actually, sorry, good football. And then they just absolutely pantsed us. And then, in our premiership year, they even beat us as well, which was right next to the Carlton game. We lost 2 games in a row. So it was about time that we absolutely smashed them and put our foot down on their throat. Haydo, tell me what you think, mate.
We normally lose to Hawthorn.
Yeah.
But seriously, bloody Jamie Elliott.
What a star.
Free smoke. Wherever you got it. Free smoke.
Free smoke for Jamie Elliott. I am 32, so I don't know what that means, but I assume it's good. So free smoke to Jamie Elliott. Andres has called in from Black and White United, another channel you guys should check out.
Swoop.
Mate.
I'm a perfectionist, as a lot of people know. It's hard, though, at the same time, not to, take the lid off and whatever. But if there was an area of our game that I really want us to fix, it's just the cheap over-the-top handballs or the cheap over-the-top kicking that the opposition do, and they're
Yeah.
always one out in their forward line. Happened a couple of times in the early stages of the game. We were able to rectify it and
Yep.
move forward and pretty much dominate most of the possession. But if we can just fix up those little areas of our game and stop that last link in their chain,
Yeah.
we will be unstoppable. So let's see how we go. But things are looking good. Let's just keep the lid on, though, just for a little bit longer.
Now, I know what you're saying. For the first half, Hawthorn, yeah, we're sort of getting those cheap ones out, and Hawthorn are really known for getting those cheapies out. But I did notice, like you mentioned, mate, that we did tighten it up in that second half. They were getting those goal line marks though, because Billy Frampton was in the ruck, and you can't, I don't know, just a fullback rucking. But those little things to tighten up. Let's see if we tighten those up and we rectify those sort of mistakes against Melbourne. There's a lot of people taking their lid off Andreas though. It's mine's like half on, half off. I don't know. I know it's a bit of a weird one, but love you, mate. All right, another anonymous.
Hi, Luke. Tracy here.
Tracy.
I just wanted to take the opportunity to give Dan Houston a bit of a shout out.
Yes.
Clearly struggling to find the transition into the side, but an absolute starter every week, in my opinion.
Yep.
I hope he finds his spot soon. I mean, it took Lockie Schultz a year to really find his spot,
exactly,
and I hope he gets
right.
that opportunity this year to find his spot, because he's just an absolute ripper player, great around the ball, great defensively. Just a lot of love for him, and I hope it all works out for him.
Trace, hit the nail on the head. Hit the absolute nail on the head. Going from, Port Adelaide being that guy at Port Adelaide, that is getting that transition ball, getting their run and stuff off halfback, to doing a slightly different role at Collingwood, but doing a role well. That's why I think when he was lambasted by the media his last couple of weeks was just really stupid. And you got to think that he hasn't even had that sort of continuity. Comes in late to the team because of what happened last year against Adelaide, that suspension. Gets suspended for that hit on one of those Carlton players. And now he's starting to find his feet. But that was, you're right, one of his best games for the club. Took Lockie Schultz 12 months to finally find his feet. And I think Dan Houston in the second half is going to be absolutely unreal in everything that we need him to be. And the reason why we landed we used a first round draft pick on him. Oh, you know who it is. Talk about family. Konnichiwa, Jono.
Konnichiwa, Swoopers. It's Jono from Japan, back again after a scintillating win at the Loud House. How good. This is one of the wins that makes me wish I was back in Melbourne to watch the boys live. Swoop, how you doing, mate?
Good,
Hope
mate.
you're doing well. Mate, the Hollywood Hawks produced a box office flop. We were just too good. It's a style of our game this year, that forward half pressure, that absolutely destructive efficiency going forward. Oh, it was just a beautiful win. We picked apart the Hawks. They couldn't get their uncontested mark game going. It's unfortunate about Lipper. Lipper's one of our most underrated soldiers. He'll take
Agree.
He failed the concussion test, so of course he's out for a couple. But we've got Melbourne and then the bye, so hopefully we'll be all good. And then Lockie Schultz, I think we should be precautionary with him.
Yeah.
We need him come finals.
Yep.
I heard Daisy say last night on the call that even though he's been out for 5 weeks, he's still top 10 in forward 50 tackles.
Whoa.
Mate, he's been out for half the season and he's still top 10.
Jesus.
He's a gun. We need him. But wow, what a win. Absolutely amazing. Nick Dacos, contested mark. Woo! He's the GOAT, isn't he, Swoop? Come on. Go Pies.
Jono, firstly, love ya. Secondly, when we play finals, I need you to fly down here, mate. I absolutely need. I'll get you a ticket if you need to. Just contact me. I need you to fly down here and enjoy finals in Melbourne. Even though it would be beautiful in Japan, come enjoy finals in Melbourne. But that Lockie Schultz thing is very, very interesting. I'm going to check that out and post it up on Instagram if that's still true, because this was on Friday. It's Tuesday now. But that's, oh man, we love Lockie Schultz. Just like Tracy said, we love Lockie Schultz, and need him for the big second half of the season, just like we need Jordan to go in for a big second half of the season. Jono, thank you so much for calling in, mate. 3 calls left. Kyle.
G'day, Swoop.
Hey, mate.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Congratulations on the podcast, Brody.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. I rang in about a month ago, said how good are we to putting teams to the sword and the way we set up defensively, etc. Another thing is so good to watch is just the players have so much trust in one another in the system that there's literally not a player on that field for us that second guesses what they're going to do, whether it's kicking down the line or short chip or a handball receive or kick to space for the smalls, the quicks like Bobo or Bobby Dazzler. And one of the guys that showed that last night was Ed Allen. He was fantastic. He was everywhere he needed to be on the wing. He was clean. He knew what to do. He looked like he'd played 100 games.
Yeah.
And that's a testament to what we're doing at the moment. If guys can just come in and look really comfortable at the level, obviously it's taking him a little bit to get comfortable, and that's that. But I definitely see him as part of the best 22 at the moment, and it's so good to see him in there. And I wouldn't have thought he'd be the sub for a few weeks now. So good stuff. Go Pies. Bring on the next one.
Mate, thank you so much for calling in. Hope you can call in regularly as well. Love hearing what you have to say. Good shout for Ed Allen, who's just come out with a Rising Star nomination for his stellar performance against the Hawks. I keep saying this. I was a little bit harsh on him against the Kangaroos about his defensive work, but he did tighten that up a little bit against Hawthorn. But he just uses the ball so bloody well. 100% you're right, Kyle. Best 22. Him as a sub would be very interesting. I hate the sub. I hate the sub rule so much. I think it needs to be abolished because I don't want to see these really good players being a sub. That Ed Allen probably will be a sub at some stage again. I hope not. Maybe it's a Jordan De Goey top. Maybe it is a Lipinski. Lipinski is a good sub player because of that speed that he can sort of give us. And now Ed Allen is on that wing, and Lipinski can give us that wing half forward if we really need to. But Kyle, thank you so much for calling in, mate. Gary, my boy Gary.
Hey, Swoop.
Hey, mate.
Oh, great win last night. Nick Dacos, the GOAT, got his first contestant mark.
Yes, he did.
And also Collingwood are looking so good this year.
We are.
Come on. We are going to definitely win it this year.
Ooh.
Flag Pies.
Mate.
2, the movie, coming soon.
I hope so, mate.
This September.
I hope so, mate.
And also, I hope Shooter gets better. Lockie Schultz.
Yep.
On his hamstring again.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and so we get a long. I think we get a 10-day break.
Yeah, we do. Going into Melbourne.
Yeah, we got D's.
Yep.
And if we beat them, we should be all right. We are kicking. Collingwood are just looking so good.
We are, buddy.
And Jamie Elliott, what a gun! No, 5 goals. He is unreal. We are looking so good this year. It's Collingwood's year. The redemption.
That's it.
All right. See ya.
Mate,
Bye.
Gary, I appreciate you for calling in every single week, mate. You're the greatest. And Flag Pies 2, the sequel, the movie, sounds incredible. I want to see that. I'll be there. Maybe not front row because it'll hurt my neck looking up. Middle seat. Give me a extra large popcorn, a nice Coke Zero. And finally, the last one, Kia ora, Ben.
Kia ora, Luke. How are you going, brother?
Good, brother.
So just got back from a very long shift from work.
Yep.
I saw the first half of the game. I saw the highlights of the second half.
Beautiful.
There are no words to describe how good this team is. It's just it's just unbelievable. From the first quarter, Hawthorn had it their way for a little bit. I'm thinking, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, yep.
Not this hawk ball again, but it's just the belief the side has to, adapt.
Yes, that's it.
Play the way they want to play and nullify anything the opposition does. And one player in particular, there was a play in the first quarter, or one of them was, I think, one of the Hawthorn players.
Yep.
fell to the ground, and then Pendlebury just tapped it, and then it just led to a scoring chain. And I thought that's just the 1%ers that we do well. And also, I hate the Hawks more than Hawthorn, more than Carlton. So, F the Hawks and go Pies.
Ben, I love it, mate. I think that you summed it up really well there as well when you said adaptability or that we adapt. That's the thing with Collingwood, right? We're adapting to every team that we're playing. Craig McRae always said that he likes, well, he hasn't said this specifically, that he likes chameleons on his team, but he likes people that play different roles, like that can play more than one role. The chameleon sort of player, right? Not only has he got a chameleon player, he's got a chameleon team. This team can adapt to whatever sort of team we're playing. Like, look at the Kangaroos game last week, where for 3 quarters, we didn't even get out of first gear. And then in the last quarter, we go, all right, let's turn it on. Rope-a-dope, let's go. And with this Hawthorn team, we adapted to how Hawthorn play and how they love getting out in those uncontested marks, and we were stopping them and halting their run and stuff like that. Collingwood are the pressure kings. We're the adaptable kings, and we're just the kings in general. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another Magpie Talkback Radio. I'll see you guys next week. Be sure to go onto my socials to find out where you can put in your call. But until then, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, Shackers, I'll swoop you later.